Hello, you're welcome back to my channel. This is Flavia Pokudakwe. How are we? How was lockdown? Welcome back from lockdown anyway. I feel like at this moment in time, as long as you wake up every day and you are healthy, it is enough to be grateful to God for. Things are not going quite as we would want, but life is the most important thing. So as long as you are healthy and safe and you wake up every single day to face the day as it may be, we need to thank for that. We need to be really, really grateful. So now that we are, let's get right into the video. Are you a people-pleasing person? Now, one of the things that I have a problem with is finding myself going to do something, and the first thing I ask myself is, what will so and so say, or what will people think of me? I always try to avoid people like that because it drains. Like, it takes away your, I don't even have words for it. It makes you feel like you can't do something because so and so is going to say something, and that is really, really a bad way to think about things. I'm not saying that you shouldn't care what people think, but for most of the time, you should do what is good for you. So how do you know that you are a people-pleasing person? One, like I said, you always think whenever you're about to do something, what will people say? How will they see me? How, what will be the outcome and all those things? And it doesn't really matter what they say. What matters is what you say, what you think of yourself. And then people-pleasing persons are always having like a low self-esteem. You think that your validity or your self-worth or approval comes from someone else. Another thing that shows that you are a people pleaser is you are afraid to say no. Yeah, somebody asks you of something, you clearly don't want to do it, or you do not agree with it, but you say yes. Yeah, because you don't want to hurt them. You feel like if I say no, they will get hurt. If I say no, they will hate me. If I say no, they will look at me this way. But who cares how they look at you? Do you want to do it? If you do it, will it make you happy? If you say yes, will it make you what you want to be? Yeah, that is what matters. Those are the questions that you should ask yourself before you start thinking of other people. Another thing, if you're a people-pleasing person, is you want people to like you. Oh, I want so and so to like me, or I want this group of girls in my school to like me, or people at work to like me, and it's draining. Because when you are like that, you're going to be all the time fidgeting with what can I do so they like me? Should I dress like this? Should I say this? Should I say that? Like, you're not yourself. You are somewhere in between sides trying to see how to please who. And it is really, really sad for somebody to think like that. Another way you know that you are a people pleaser is if you accept blame and ask for forgiveness for things that you didn't do. I'm not saying that you shouldn't apologize when you do something wrong, but if you're not in the wrong and you're not supposed to take blame for anything, it doesn't make you a hero for you to take it. Sometimes it does in different situations, you will always know. But if you find yourself doing that all the time, somebody did something, you didn't do it, but because you want them to be happy with you, you take the blame for them. Another way you can know that you are a people pleaser is you are quick to agree with everything even when you don't. Is this nice? Yes, it's nice, but clearly it's not. Am I smart? Yes, you're smart, but she would change something about it. Like, you are quick to agree on everything, even when it is not. But above everything else is you can't make major decisions without consulting who, without thinking, if I do this, people will look at me this way, and it is really, really sad. Now, people who are people pleasers always have consequences. On the other hand, some can be good, others can be bad. One, clearly you're neglecting yourself, self-neglect. Yeah, because for you what matters more is what will other people think or feel or be when something like this happens in my life. So you're neglecting yourself. Because the most important thing is, what will you feel? How happy will you be or sad? How will it affect your life, positively or negatively? The first person who should be a priority in your life is you, not anybody else, yeah? Not society, not, I don't know, not your significant other, not, I don't know. Apart from God, you should be second. That is my opinion. So you will neglect yourself and the consequences are not good for that. Then you have like silent resentment. Because you're trying to do things for people, you're trying to take consideration of their feelings, you're trying to, be at terms with them by offering and giving and pouring out yourself, but there is an emptiness that you always feel because you still want them to like you. You're still afraid that if you don't do things, they won't like you. So most of the times that you're not going to get that fulfillment. And what happens, you will find yourself silently resenting them, feeling cheated, feeling like they're not giving back with what you're giving, feeling, so you have that silent resentment and hatred and feelings of why wouldn't they do the same for me? And guess what? They can't, because they didn't ask you to do that for them either. Another thing is you find yourself drowning in stress or depression because you feel like you can't do enough for people to like you enough. Another way is that you're going to be taken advantage of all the time. That is another consequence, because people are quick to identify people pleasers. When they realize that all the time you are there to say yes, you can't say no, you care about what they think of you, they're going to take advantage of you because they know what you want from them. So don't allow that to happen to you. So what can you do? What limits can you set? If you are a people pleaser, what can you do for yourself to be liberated? For you to have salvation, to save yourself, what can you do? Number one, set your boundaries. Mark them clear and straight. I can't do this, I can't. If you ask this of me, I can never do it, no matter who you are in my life. If I am gonna do this and it is important for me, I don't care. To hell what other people think. Set those boundaries. That somebody will know that if I'm gonna ask Flavia to, maybe to wash my clothes for me, she will never do it. So they won't, because you set your boundaries clear and straight. Set them. It is not selfish, it is not evil, it is not, it is important for you to set your boundaries. And trust me, once you set boundaries and you never cross them, you'll be so proud of yourself. Another way is to realize that you have a choice. Everybody at all times has a choice. There are situations where I'll be like, oh no, I had no choice. I didn't do this because I had no choice. No, you always have a choice. You have a choice to say no, you have a choice to say yes. You have a choice to walk away, you have a choice to stay. There is always a choice. And if you realize is that most times you think, what are people gonna say, is when you're about to make a decision in your life that is life-changing, that is gonna, do something for you. So always realize that you have a choice, and it is your choice that matters. As long as it doesn't bring harm to anybody, as long as it doesn't cause you harm, your choice matters and you have it, so follow it. And another thing is to set your priorities straight. What I want you to know is that you should be your first priority always in your life. When you want to do something, you are your first priority. How will I feel? What will it make of me? What am I going to benefit from it? Am I going to be happy? Am I going to be proud of myself? Those are the things that you should ask yourself. Not what somebody is going to think. To hell with what they will think. What will you think? How will it impact your life? Be your priority. And after that, anybody else can follow. And another thing you can do is say no with conviction. Do this for me, no. Why? Because I don't want. Because I don't agree with it. because it defies my principles and my values. I can't do that. Say it with conviction. The other person that is receiving it will also know that, yeah, I can't cross this boundary. She said no, and it is a no, so I can't ask for this anymore. Yeah, and you will be proud of yourself. I don't know. The many times that I've said no, and I'm so like, did I just say no? And I am so proud of myself, like I won a lottery or something. So do that for yourself. Yeah, say no with conviction. No one is gonna beat you. No one is gonna hang you because you said no to something you didn't want to do or something that defied you. Then don't apologize if it is not your fault. Whether somebody is going to get hurt or what, do not apologize if it is not your fault, because when you do apologize, you're going to stay back feeling like, even why did I do that? Trust me, you're going to feel bad. Yeah, you're going to feel stupid, used, and I don't know. So if it is not your fault, do not apologize. Then don't be scared to fall out with anyone. That is always a weakness. If I do this, I'll fall out with so and so. She will hate me. She won't like me no more. She will maybe sack me. They will chase me. I don't know. Do not be afraid to fall out with anyone. If they are doing something that does not agree with your spirit, that defies your principles, your values, your ethics, to help you. If they're going to fall out with you, it's okay. But as long as you remain in one piece, you remain you, authentically you, yeah, you will get someone else that approves of you, that loves you, that is there, that appreciates you the way you are. And then realize you can't be everything to everyone. That is the most important thing. Some people are going to appreciate you, others are not. And who is important? Those that appreciate you, those that approve of you, those that are okay with you. Yeah, so you can't be everything to everyone. You can be something to some people and nothing to others. You should know that. And once you know that, you will not care about who does not agree with you anymore. Yeah? So that is just what I had today, and I hope that it helps you in some kind of way to know that you matter beyond everything else, beyond what the world will say, what will so and so say. Even in the Bible, Jesus says that the world hated me, so it hated me first, so it will also hate you most probably. And that is what is important to know, that some people are going to hate you. Not everyone is going to approve of you or like you or agree with you. So once you know that, you do everything considering yourself. But most importantly, do things that bring you peace and bring you happiness, that do not destroy you, because we are all mature to know. I hope that this was helpful to you. If it was, and you know it can be helpful to someone, give it a thumbs up, and also share the video with your friends and loved ones, so that we can all grow to be happy and free-spirited, and consider ourselves lucky and important at all times. Thank you for watching, and have a nice weekend. Bye. See you in my next episode.